Hi guys! Welcome back to another video. So today I decided I'd make a full video all about my guinea pigs. So here we have Pansy. He's a little bit shy, so I'm not going to make him look at you guys. But yes, this is my guinea pig Pansy. He is almost 2 years old, which is absolutely crazy. It feels like he's turning 1 again. His birthday is on April 1st. So, exciting stuff. You're going to be 2. How does it feel? So in this video I'm going to go over their cages, how old they are, where I got them, basically just my guinea pig story. So if you guys are interested in that, then keep on watching. Thank you. So I want to first talk about why I started having guinea pigs, and how I came about being such a guinea pig person. I turned 15 and I was at the park with my friend and she got the call that her mom was getting a dog and they couldn't keep their guinea pig anymore because of this new dog. So she knew that I absolutely loved her guinea pig, so she was like, Kelly, can you take the guinea pig? And I was like, yeah. So I brought the guinea pig home and everything, and my parents were kind of mad about it. But they eventually grew to love him, except for my mom. She still doesn't like my guinea pigs, but thank you, Mom, for being so nice about it. Anyway, yeah, so his name was Piglet, and here's a picture of him here. And I had him from when I was a freshman in high school till the end of 2019. So I had him a good 5 years. So yeah, he was around 7, I believe. He was a really old guinea pig, and he surprisingly never had any big health issues up until like later in his life. He developed a bladder stone and he got really skinny, and he had to be separated from Pansy that you just saw. And yeah, so he underwent a surgery for the bladder stone. They got the bladder stone out and he started eating again, he was drinking, he was going to the bathroom okay, and then the day he got his sutures out, he actually went into heart failure and had a heart attack and passed away. And it was something that really we couldn't control. It wasn't, you know, the fault of any vets or anything. It was just a really sad, sudden thing. And that was really hard for me because Piglet was there through everything. I had a rough go in high school, and Piglet was always my, like, comfort friend, I guess. Comfort animal. He actually had a nickname. His nickname was Piglet because, so I speak Italian, and I don't know why I do this, but every animal I have, I give them like a stupid like name that sounds like it could be Italian, but it's literally just made up. Like, it is made up. It doesn't mean anything. It's not like an actual name in the Italian language or anything. It's not a word. It just doesn't make any sense. But yeah, his was Piglet. He would respond to it. I'd be like, Piglet, and then he'd like perk his little head up, and it was so cute. So that's a story of Piggy, Piglet, or Piglet, whatever you want to call him. He responded to all 3. So the second guinea pig I ever got was Pansy, and you saw him earlier in the video, but here's a cute picture of him. And I actually got him when, like, right before I was about to graduate high school. So I had Piglet first. Piglet lived alone. He never had another guinea pig friend because unfortunately back then I didn't really know much about guinea pigs. Didn't really know that they needed a friend because he always seemed fine by himself. But when I went to go move out, I was like, oh, I'm not going to be home that much anymore. I don't want him to be alone all day. Like, that's going to be really sad, because when I lived at home, you know, my dad would go and play with him and stuff. He loved him. And so that's when I found Pansy on a Craigslist ad from a breeder. And I contacted the breeder and they brought him over, and we had Piglet and Pansy kind of meet each other, and they loved each other. It was so cute. And Pansy was just like very small. He barely fit in the palm of my hand. Unfortunately, though, my dad did not agree with me having 2 guinea pigs, and so I got really upset because I had already got him, and I was like, oh, so I wasn't the most responsible high school kid. I would not recommend doing something like that. You live and you learn, you know? But anyways. So I had been talking to a coworker of mine about it, and she was like, oh, I can take in your guinea pig for as long as you need, until you can take it back. And I was like, are you sure? Like, that's kind of a big commitment. And she was like, yeah, no, it's fine. It's cute. Like, you know, whatever. So I let Pansy stay with her over the summer, and I would bring her, like, You can hear Hippie in the background. I would bring her all of Pansy's like food for the weeks. I basically made it so that she didn't have to buy anything for Pansy. I brought Pansy in his cage and all the food and everything, and I would pay her just to, you know, for doing it for me. Then it came time for me to move out of my dad's place, and I went and I picked up Pansy and we took all my things to this apartment, and they were able to be put in the same cage. Now, when Piggy fell sick with his bladder stone and those kind of issues, I did have to separate them two. Like, they couldn't be in the same cage together because Piglet wasn't eating. So we weren't sure if it was Pansy like bullying Piglet into not eating, because I did have 2 food bowls, I had 2 hay racks, 2 water bottles. Like, we weren't really sure why Piglet wasn't eating, and so we had to separate them. And then we found out obviously it was a bigger issue than something like bullying. But yeah, so then sadly, like I said, Piglet passed away and Pansy was alone again. After a while, I was like, okay, I need to get another guinea pig because Pansy is so sad, like he's so depressed. I don't want to keep him alone like that. That's just not humane and not right. Then I contacted that same breeder and I was like, hey, do you have any new guinea pigs like around 1 year old? Because Pansy at that point was like almost a year old. So I was like, do you have any animals, like any guinea pigs like around that age that I could put with Pansy? Because I didn't want to put him with like an older guinea pig, but I didn't want to put him with like a super young guinea pig, just because like the age difference in Pansy and Piglet was so great that I didn't want something to happen again where Pansy had to be alone because his partner had passed away. I just really didn't want that to happen again, so I wanted a guinea pig around the same age. She told me that she had a guinea pig of her own in her own herd that was being pushed out by the group. So this was a guinea pig breeder and she bred guinea pigs to be sold, but this guinea pig was her like personal pet. So he didn't get along with the other guinea pigs, so she had to rehome him because it just wasn't working out for her. And I was like, okay, like he sent me a picture, and then she sent me a picture of Hippie, and he was just this little black hairless guinea pig with like a little orange on his nose, that he just wasn't born with like hair. I've gotten a lot of questions about him, like did you shave him? Do you pluck his hair? Does he have a health condition, or was he born like that? So skinny pigs are born that way, to not have hair. It's just how they were born. I don't know. And I was like, instantly fell in love with him. I was like, he's so cute. And I did tell her, I was like, I need to give myself some time before I get another guinea pig, because, you know, I just experienced this great loss and I didn't want to have to like replace Piglet that fast. So I waited like a month and a half, I think, to before I got Hippie, because I really didn't want Pansy to be depressed for super long, but like it was hard for me, so I did wait a little bit. But then we got Hippie, and he is just adorable. Here's a little picture of him. I don't want to get him out right now because he's eating. He had like all these guinea pigs like ganging up on him, trying to kill him, and it was just not a good situation at all. So he's very skittish, he's very anxious, he's got trauma. And I really tried to be careful when bonding Pansy and Hippie together, and one day they just decided that it wasn't going to work out. So I had them in their neutral territory, and they got into a little bit of a tough, which is like normal for like male guinea pigs. They got into like a little bit of a fight, like a little bit of like a quarrel or tough or whatever. And then it turned into much, much more, and they started to actually have a bad fight. So guinea pig fights are very scary. They are something that you don't ever want to see, you don't ever want to experience, because if you're a guinea pig lover and owner like me, it is really scary, because I love both my guinea pigs, but they're both fighting each other, and guinea pigs can really injure other guinea pigs. Like when they're fighting like that, they can really, really hurt each other. So, there are proper ways to break up a guinea pig fight. In situations that are fast like that and that are scary like that and just very like quick, I act very quickly. Like I don't waste any time. I'm not even like, I just go with my instinct. So I literally, and this is, I hate how this happened, but I literally just put my hand in the fight and I grabbed Pansy and I like threw him outside of the fight. Now I didn't like throw him, but I just basically picked him up and then like put him down outside of like the playpen. So that was really, really, really scary. And after I did that to Pansy, I was like, oh my god, are you okay? And I started checking him out, and I didn't hurt him when I did that, but he did have some hair pulled out by Hippie. Like, he had like some chunks of hair that had just been ripped out of his back, and it was just... And unfortunately though for Hippie, he doesn't have any hair, so, I mean, like, except for his nose, but the majority of his body doesn't have any hair. So he had like a gash on his back, and it was a pretty big gash, and it was bloody, and it was really scary. And so after that, guinea pigs, once they fight like that, they 9 times out of 10 can't ever be together again in the same cage. They are in 2 separate cages. They both have a Midwest cage, and I'd say they're decent size. I do want to upgrade their cages to be bigger for each pig. I just feel like it'd be so nice to give them more than the bare minimum requirements. When I move, I'll probably make a video on how I'm gonna set up their pet room. I'm really excited about that. It's a little bit pricey, but like I said, like I kind of want to go. I don't just want to go for the bare minimum for my guinea pigs, and they can't be together obviously, so they can't have all the space of both cages because they can't be together. So I want to kind of like expand upon that and give them all the space. Alright guys, so that is all for this video. I forgot to film an outro, so here I am about a week later. If you guys want to see a cage tour coming up soon, then make sure you hit the subscribe button down below, turn on the notification bell so you can see when I post new videos. And yeah, give me a thumbs up down below as well. That really helps out my channel. That helps the YouTube algorithm recognize me, and it pushes out my videos. Thank you guys. Bye!